The mission of Eagle Rock School and Professional Development Center is to re-engage high school youth nationally.
We have a school and a professional development center that work together toward this goal of national engagement. So we want to engage our students on campus in their own education, and we want to help schools around the country re-engage young people who are disengaged in their education.
Given our public mission, we really study and research how we can use the tools that are recognizable to all those public schools. Ways to teach, ways to design classrooms, good progressive education, and how to use those tools that are familiar to them to achieve transformative ends, like graduating young people who want to make a difference and are prepared to make a difference in the world. Number one thing is we're asset-based facilitators, and we work from the framework that you can build your solutions from the ingredients that you already have. So we use the metaphor of that we want to teach you how to cook with the ingredients you have in your kitchen. That's a unique approach.
Today, the Eagle Rock Professional Development Center came in to help us look at our data and to figure out how analysis of this data can drive our growth as a school.
They used the context of certain principles of looking at data that helped everybody resonate with what was important to them.
Not to have the data drive you, but still prioritize your collective experience and the values of this culture and this school.
What was so nice about today especially was being able to have professionals who can help us understand our own boundaries, understand our own blind spots, and didn't feel like it was an outsider coming in and having us look through their lens. It was more like, here's how you define yourself and in what ways can you improve on that.
A lot of the work that we do is not well understood, and it doesn't fit the current frame that we have around school policy and school funding. And Eagle Rock was able to understand what are those practices, what are those metrics that are really going to be sophisticated enough to measure whether or not we're changing students' lives.
The metrics that are being asked for at a state level or at an institutional level are for now reading and math scores, and they just don't capture the breadth of what the school does to prepare a young person to launch into a society and create some change. So the metrics work is necessary for our model of schools and for our approach to students to be successful.
The community would better understand what goes on in the school if those were the things we were talking about.
We have these 6 design principles. We have concrete evidence of how they're realized. The center is going to start fleshing out what would it look like to assess a school in that way. And that's the work we did today. Even though we don't export explicitly practices from Eagle Rock School to other schools, and in fact we learn a lot from other schools that we bring back to Eagle Rock, so there's a really vibrant, healthy, reciprocal relationship with schools around the country. We use these facilitative processes to help people find their own solutions that'll stick because they're built on their own assets.
They're seeing and working with different types of educational systems all over the country, and so it really helps us to figure out what's the best thinking that's relevant for our local context, and how do we fit into a national picture and a national movement.
They create space for teachers to really develop and grow, and a place for that to be put into practice with real people. My staff was blown away by Eagle Rock. It's inspiring that you walk into a place like that and you say, it can be done differently.
The sense of empowerment that the teachers feel when they leave an Eagle Rock professional development session, they feel empowered, they feel that they had something to contribute, they feel like they know what to do next.
We may not have given them all the answers, but they'll never forget that you can build a program around how people learn.